Okay, here it is, a small part of my book collection, right? The bottom is graphic novels. I'll be going through those one day, but today I want to focus on the art books, which I think most of this is art books. There's some manga in here, so I mean we'll put those where they need to go. But I need to cut this down. This is a lot. I'm shocked this part of the floor didn't cave in yet. This is just too much. I even have this section over here where there's piles of books, just stacks of art books. I need to go through all this at some point. Ridiculous. How do I live? How do I live in here? What I'm going to be doing is just going through each book, seeing how badly I want to keep it. This one I'm definitely keeping. But basically I'm just going to go through every one of these books. We're just going to start here today in this video. Just give you a sense of what I like, what I've been collecting, what I'm getting rid of. Maybe you'll see something you want to pick up for yourself. Or before I throw something in the trash, maybe you want to grab it. But let's get into it. That's how we do these videos, right? Let's jump into it. Got my iced coffee. I'm going to be nice and wired, even though it's decaf. Got this table. I'm hoping this is enough space for the stuff I'm getting rid of. We're just going to throw it here. Martinelli Sketchbook 2. So that's, yeah. Got a little Leonardo da Vinci art book I want to hang on to. I should read that. We got this Klimt book, discount book from Barnes & Noble. It's really thick, dense, small but mighty. Katsuya Terada-san. This is a really good book. No plans on getting rid of that. There's a lot of dust over here. Blue Estate. This is like a comic, I think. Yeah, this is something I'll have to read. Things I want to read, we can put on the chair. Cool. What else we got? We got a. I think I bought this on eBay for some reason. I don't know. Just love that. That's cool. Jeremy Mann. That's tough. We got a He-Man mini comic collection we want to hang on to. We've got two of the Stephen Russell Black art books. Man, look at the dust. Hold on. I can't do a video with this much dust. You see Barnes & Noble, a great resource for cheap books. We have a Giger book here. I flip through a Muxa book. I'm going to have to clear that. I have another Muxa book over there, so I don't think I need. I only have this one small Giger book. I mean, I should. This video is going to be forever if I flip through everyone. So the Muxa, right now, no, we'll put that over there. We'll do comparison later. Gustave Doré book, I'm going to keep, and illustration of the 60s, we definitely want to keep. Okay, basically that's all I'm doing here. Oh, let me show you a picture of the Stephen Russell Black, little black book. I have some of his originals. I love his style. His technique. Is this one glossy? Oh, he's good. Like weirdos like that. This one's a maybe. The Clay Mann book. This was pretty expensive. Oh man, I haven't had a chance to fully go through this and absorb. Yeah, we gotta hang on to this one. It's got too much meat in there. We say yes to Terada, yes to Klimt, yes to Da Vinci. We have another Terada-san book. Katsuya Terada. We keep all those. The Psychic Girl. These are manga. Hands are dusty already. Hold on. As I'm organizing this apartment, turning it into an art studio, basically, I'm going to get into a better habit of dusting because these things they're a little filthy. They've been sitting for a while. I've never finished this, The Psychic Girl, but one of my favorite manga artists, Ikegami. I'm not going to try to say his first name, but yeah, his stuff is very good. Older style, but man, just... right up my, okay, this is apparently where I am. There's a bookmark there. Look at the picture. It's so sick. All right, we're keeping these. We want to read them. So we put them here with Blue Estate. I got this on an eBay auction as a throw-in. So I guess I'll read that eventually. Here's the other manga, the Psychic Girls. There's still gonna be a lot of manga here. Some more Ikigami manga, some Space Adventure Cobras, and some, it's in Japanese, I forget how you say this. Another one of my favorite manga artists. Oh, more Terasawa. Alright, so we're gonna move all these mangas over there. And we got those out of the way. We can kind of see what we're dealing with here. We have a creative illustration book. I think I bagged it because I thought it was worth money. That may not be the case, but I still need to work through that. It's like a workbook. And a Drawing with Imagination, an actual workbook that goes with the illustration book, so I'm keeping that. Okay, well, yeah, let's get through here. Turtles Autobiography. I flipped through this earlier. Oh, this is a bad idea. These are just going to top it. Hold on, let me figure out a system here. Actually, instead of yanking them out, let's just go down the line, see what's what. We'll slightly pull out ones that we may be getting rid of. All right, we have Turtles Autobiography. Hook, he's a Korean artist, I think. It's like his art book. Rockwell. Behind the Camera is basically, I haven't read it yet, but it's basically, I think, talks about his process, basically. Everything Rockwell I'm probably keeping from now. Framed Perspective 1 and 2, Framed Ink 1, Shiraz D, Sergio Topi book, another Rockwell book. How many does a man need? Cover Run, Adam Hughes covers. This is actually, this can come out. It's actually a sketchbook, a gray tone sketchbook. I think I did some drawings in here. No, this is like pristine. Oh, if it's a hard, yeah. I have a sketch in here too. Maybe we just one sketch. Oh, there's more. There's some sketches in there. We're going to yank this out. We need to work in there. Oh, things are shifting. Not great. Let me plug up this gap here. There we go. Terada-san to the rescue. We have a Frazetta sketchbook. Probably not getting rid of that. All right, we have to figure out what this stuff is. We have a Ryan Sook art book. He actually drew. He was taking requests at the time. I asked for Black Cat, and he delivered. We have a Jeff DeCall sketchbook. We have a Brian Stelfreeze sketchbook. And look at these things. I think this is just, yeah, this is some of my old artwork and inspirational type things. So we move this somewhere safe. Somewhere. The floor. Okay, where were we? Cover Run, Adam Hughes, cover art, Terada, Frazetta. Patrick J. Jones sci-fi book. Good. Infected by Art might be, it's like a compilation art book. This is actually something I need to read. This is actually something I read and I think I enjoyed. This is a comic also. Infected by Art volume 1V. 4. So we have 5 and 4. Those are, we might go through those. This is bad for the video here, so. And that motorcycle is kind of bad for the video. All right, let's start this part over. Let's get the window first. Cool. Well, let me pause here and say, I think one of the things that is bugging me is how these books, I haven't looked at these in years. I like them. A lot of them I want to get to. Some of them I just bought because they were on sale, or I was at an art show, or I did read and I just want to keep. But mostly it's just taking up space. It's adding weight to this already heavy section of this apartment. I just want to, process some of this stuff. If I've fallen out of love with something, maybe I get rid of it, So that's what we're here doing. So where was I? All right, let's just go back to here. Frazetta sketchbook. Probably keeping this. It's like a Christmas gift. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's something I had on the Amazon wish list. Met Patrick J. Jones. It's got some art technique. We'll keep that. Infected by Arts might be going. I'm not sure. We'll see. This is actually a manga that I picked up at NYCC. It looked pretty cool. It's probably a keep until I read it. This I read. And I think I enjoyed the art and the story. So probably hang on to that for a little. Maybe I'll reread it. G.I. Joe. I think this is a collected. I don't want things to shift too much here. Very scary. A lot of meat here getting shifted. Look at this. It's just, let's just work that back a little bit. This is a bad, hold on. want to take something out and everything just starts moving. All right, what is this? I know I got this on sale for like probably mad cheap. It's actually some of the better artwork. I just don't know which series it is. And I'd have to like, unless it's starting a new, I don't know, something I want to read. So we'll put it back in for now. For now. We just don't want things shifting too much here. Okay, Infected by Art. All these here, like maybe, you know, I'm going to have to go through and read. This is a pretty cool book. The Grindhouse, one of my favorite movies. I saw this in the theater probably 4 times. So this is like a photo book, an art book. It's basically like a photo book I'm making of. Encyclopedia of Mythology I'm hanging on to. Pussycat Kill, of course. Keeping, I think that's Terada, Soriyama, and Rockin' Jelly Bean, yep. Neutron Depot 1 and 2, keep. Art of Robert McGinnis, keep. Figure drawing for all it's worth, a Loomis book. I think this is Loomis also, yes. So we're going to hang on to that. All right, let's go here. This is the Muxa we want to compare to the other Muxa. Collector Topi, that's definitely a keep. Masters of Spanish comic book art. So like all of my favorite Spanish painters. But yeah, it's got those guys kind of the, what do you call this era? Warren horror art era guys from the 70s. This film posters from the 70s. This is a maybe keep. I don't know why I have this. I just like film posters. I like that design. Don Flowers. You can see what kind of art he does. This is like a glamour, yeah, basically glamour girl kind of. I don't think it's comic. It's just illustrations. Whoa. Same thing, but a different artist. Benicio. What is this? This is Takero Book 1. It's another manga. This is completely Japanese. Yes. But it's one of my favorite manga guys. So that'll go over there on the pile. These two are from a relative that I need to read. They are art books, but not, they're like museum style. All right, here's the Muxa book. Definite keep. I actually saw this at I got this years ago, and it's still at Barnes & Noble for like $15. You can pick up a copy of this. Such a good, big, beautiful book. So I'm just going to make sure that I can throw this one out. Or, sorry, donate. Jose Gonzalez is definite keep. Gig posters. These were Christmas gifts from years ago. I don't know if they were. Yeah, I guess I kind of did. Different, like, indie bands. And maybe big bands, too. But different posters you can pull out. Just design ideas. I've never looked through these. Even when I got them on Christmas, I maybe flipped through them. It's a big mistake on my part not getting inspiration from this. Good stuff, man. Got volume 1 and 2. These are probably worth money now. You know, there's no damage there. What am I trying to do here? Sell them? Wednesday Comics was another compilation of something that I think the comic book stores tried. Excuse me, I just scratched my nose. They were releasing like comic books in newsprint sized edition, and this is like the compilation of all those. So I've never read this. I should. How do you get rid of this giant freaking massive book? Anyway, so this is something I'm gonna have to read. Let me get these two over here. There's no room over there. Anyway, keep going. Pictures of me. You don't need to see that. Oh, I have to repair this. I was out doing an art show thing, like the first. Never mind. I won't get into that story. It's a heartwarming story. Me and a girlfriend. She came out to visit me. Well, I was dating 2 girls at the time. Let's not get into that. It's not true, but kind of true. Art of John Byrne and Keep. And they both came out to visit me. Luckily, they were there at different times. Safe. I was dating one girl and friends with the other one. And the ones I was friends with gave me those pictures. And who I was dating before the girl I was dating at that time. And then me and the girl I was friends with, who I was dating first, went out to get drinks after that show. She gave me a picture of that. And this I had as a kid. Bought it at Goodwill. Had to have it again. I don't know why. It's just so weird. I think it's creepy. Got some nice. Yeah. So that's something I want to read, but probably hang on to it. This my uncle gave me as a gift. Marvel Chronicle, big ass Marvel history book. I'm not a giant Marvel fan anymore, but this is something to hang on to and read. Some manga I picked up earlier this year, All You Need Is Kill. The basis. What was the movie based on this? The one with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Die Another Day, Live, Die, Repeat, whatever. This one was cool too. I think it was only like $5. Oh, it was $10. This looked cool. It reminded me of like Cowboy Bebop, kind of Space Dandy. I wanted to read this. For $10, this much story, it seemed great. And this just was gorgeous art. I love this artist. So I had to get this for the art. You know, it's hardcover and it was like $35. But I'm like, I probably won't be disappointed. All right, and these stack here is just a bunch of Kim Jong-gi sketchbooks. Can't get rid of. Okay, let's backtrack here. Art of Star Wars Episode 1. Oh, Bombshells, a Terry Dodson art book. Asbiri, Spanish artist. He did some work for Heavy Metal. I don't even know if I'm filming this right. I'm just talking. There's an actual Simone Bisley. Eastman and Bisley. I want to say Simone, but it's what is his name? Steve Bisley? No, Simon. Simon? I'm confusing it with Simone Bianchi. Whatever. Dave Stevens keeping it. Dante's Divine Comedy. This is the actual story, but it's got the illustrations from Dore. So whereas I have the Dore book over here with the actual drawings, let me pull this up. I'm going to have to do a comparison here. I don't know. I think this is just straight drawings. Pretty hefty book for just illustrations. I think this got the full Divine Comedy in there. No, it's got a little bit of story next to the drawing. So this is going to be the same. Well, this is the actual Divine Comedy, larger format with his drawings, his plate etchings, whatever you call them. So you probably hang on to both of those, but this is more of a book. My aunt gave me this. It's like a giant collection of what do you call it? Newspaper comics. James Bond is a fat book, but it's got movie posters, really good. He-Man, what book is this? What the hell book is this? This is the Art of book. And this is the guide, basically. It talks about all the characters. This is the newsprint. Why do I have so much He-Man stuff? And what is this? This is the character compendium. I have all of them, basically. There's probably more that I don't. Probably made one for She-Ra and the new He-Man series. And then back to the Loomis. Okay. So I'm just going to yank out everything I don't off the top. There's some things I know I want to get rid of. So I'm going to do that now. Maybe do more of a breakdown. But now you have kind of an idea of what the top art book section of my bookshelf look like. Now keep in mind there's stacks of art books here I need to go through at some point. And also on top of this shelf, I have some cool stuff that I like, you know. But all my art instruction books are over here. Okay, I picked out a few books that I really don't need in my collection anymore. It's a smaller version of what I already have. This Turtles autobiography, I must have got a good deal on it, because as of right now, it's mostly, I guess if you're a fan of the art of the Turtles, you'd love this, but it's a lot of thumbnails, breakdowns of the comics. I guess their thought process behind the creation of the comics. Oh, that was my favorite. Hold on. Really dense book, a lot of pages, but that was my favorite cover. That Corbin cover. Where's that Corbin cover at? There we go. Love that Corbin. I wonder why. But yeah, this I don't. I feel like I'm gonna look through it once and then decide if I'm gonna keep it. Marta Nael, she's a Italian, Spanish illustrator, painter. Her color, her use of color, her talent with color. This even has an original sketch in the front. For her skill with color choices always astounded me. I liked her work. Now I don't really care for this as much, but at one point I really liked that. Grindhouse book I'm going to get rid of. Really good little book if you love the movie. It's like a Really nice little breakdown images. You know, really good. Got some machete action in there. This G.I. Joe is a collection of the Origin series. When I was thinking about it, I'm like, I'm not going to really read this. I'm a fan of the original 80s run of the Joe comics, but the modern stuff, even though some of them I hear are pretty good, just not going to take the time. And Terry Dodson, I love his art, or used to. Sketchbook just doesn't do it for me. Okay sketchbook, but if I'm making cuts, it's got an original sketch in it as well. I think I got this from Comic-Con. If you're making cuts, you got to decide, like, okay, can't keep everything. He's a good artist, though. But yeah, that's it. Those are the ones I'm thinking about getting rid of. Oh, and then we just go through more stacks and make more cuts. But thanks for checking out the video. Now you know a little bit of what I'm about, things I'm into, things I'm not as much into anymore. Love the Turtles, but just not. I don't know. I'll go through that and see. But thanks for watching the video. I will see you later.